Hey everybody, and welcome to the Susquehanna multiplayer server pre-show. We are in midwinter. Kalesh, how are you doing tonight? Today, this afternoon, this morning, whatever time it is for you. Jalen, how you doing today? Got a busy day in store for some, well, making some money, as the thumbnail says. It's time to sell the crop. Now, between making the thumbnail and now, snow that was on the ground has melted away. Good evening to you too. And Dana and Bread. How you doing there, Bread? Now I got the idea of making a little sandwich. We're heading up to the shop. We've got an item we need to pick up. A few new folks that might be joining us on the server this afternoon. Now that it's winter time, there's a little bit of a transition as to who is playing on the server. We've also swapped out the Geo. We were initially running the Georgetown GEO from the same map author. But after we started playing on the map, he updated the map to include a GEO specific to this area and more specific to the crops that were on this map. So we have swapped that out. Also updated the map to version 1.2. So I wanted to wait until it was winter to do both of those things. Midday stream madness is indeed GoldenEye. And we're still going to be on tonight for SnowRunner. Let's see. Blackbird Ag Services right over here. Tom Mill, welcome to the stream. Yeah, double stream day. Not sure if I'd call it a double feature since we are going to have a fair bit of gap between. Right? It's not like we're going back to back or anything. Got ourselves a liquid tank because we need to fill this up with fuel. We need to put fuel in our fuel tank at the main farm. I'm hoping this trailer will let us do that. So let's go back this way because the gas station is this way. Whoa. Hey, Henry. Been a while since we saw you in stream. How you been? How's the weather in Spain? Speaking of ETS, there is a pretty good sale over at Steam this weekend for ATS and ETS titles as well as DLC. You've been hesitant to pick that up or either of those titles up. Now might be the great opportunity to do that. I think they're $4.99 each. But if you buy them together, or if you own one but not the other, it seems like Steam is going to give you an extra discount on picking up the other title. There's also sales on just about every DLC that's out there for both titles. Great opportunity to pad out your DLC catalog should you be short a couple states or regions, countries, however they call it in ETS. There we go. Heck yeah. That's working. Alright, while that's filling up, let's head back here to the farm. Gotta feed these jokers some food. Ah, life has a way of getting busy on you, doesn't it? Anybody know if there's been any more word about the convoy feature in ATS? Is it, are they getting good data? Are they feeling a little bit more confident about opening that up to the general public? I have to say, I updated this map, as I said earlier in the pre-show, to version 1.2. And when I did it, I lost all my manure. I had a good bit of manure saved up here. When I updated the map, boom, it's gone. I was a little sad. A little sad. Them topped off, we got those guys topped off, and we are getting ready to get this thing started. Four, three, two, one. Let's get this started. everybody, and welcome back to Susquehanna River Valley. We are here in midwinter, and today we are going to be making hopefully a boatload of money, because we still owe Farmulator Gaming $90,000 for all that straw we picked up a little while back. We've got a fair bit of compost to sell. We've got oats to sell, corn to sell, and spelt, I believe, to also sell. So I think 3,500 liters of fuel should be adequate. Go ahead and take this back to the farm. Jalen has had a good run on luck, but nobody can top Matt's luck, that's for sure. Gooders Workbench, welcome to the stream. The party can indeed start now. Jalen, it's pretty much available to anybody. If you go to the SCS forums, there is a forum post that includes basically the semi-private beta password. I say semi-private because you just have to be on the forums to see it. So it's not open beta like they've announced, hey, there's an open beta. Go set your Steam to accept the open beta and use it. It is a closed beta in that you have to know the password to put into Steam to select it. All right. Oh. So if you go to, I think, in Discord, if you go to the ATS channel, I think GoldenEye or somebody else had put a link to that forum topic in the ATS channel over in the Discord. There we go. Let's close the door. All right, we need to get fuel for this thing. Harrison, welcome to the stream. Well, we're not going to be going for 8 hours, so I think you'll be good. I think you'll be good. Boy, talk about a fast refill. That was quick. You can jump in now, Diesel. I can make sure that you've got the right permissions. Get you on the right farm, whichever one you have selected. And at that point, you are ready to rock and roll. Get to town buying stuff. You don't have frozen ground yet, so you could even get to farming. All right, let's get down here and start hauling some compost, making some money. I think we've got 2, 4, 6. We've got 4 or 5 loads of compost to haul. So I don't know if I mentioned that our sheep, we've had some sheep reproduction. So we'll be selling those sheep at some point in time. Oh, sad news, everybody. Everybody on the adventure, well, they lost. They didn't come back. Sorry. Try again next time. Was Matt in on that one? Probably not. All right, let's see here. All right. Hey, I'm going to jump in the voice chat up there in the Susquehanna Discord. That way we can speak it out. Right? Figure out which farm you want to be in. So as far as farms available, we've got this one right here, which is the former Red Dirt Ranch farm. It can be renamed to whatever you want. This one, which is the Nameless Few, that again can be renamed to whatever you want. And this one, which was Formulator Gaming's farm, again, it can be renamed to whatever you want. Those are the three that are up for grabs. Just let me know when you're ready. I'll get your farm manager on those so you can rename the farm. Oh, Thor was alone in that debacle of a adventure. As I said in the pre-show, we also swapped out the Geo. We're now running the Susquehanna Geo. We were previously running the Geo that was part of Georgetown, New York. Both of these maps are basically set in New York, so it was close enough, but I think there are some new crops that are in this map that were not in the other one. So this Geo now includes specific growth and harvest times for those new crops. We've been getting pretty consistently $13,000 a load off of our compost. We're going to see this part of the road quite a lot today because the way the map is set up, you get the best prices by taking your crop to the main sell point up in town. What is up? Who is this? Is this Diesel? Or
yeah,
is this
Diesel.
Diesel. Which farm you want?
Which ones are available? Sorry, I know you just said it on the stream, but
We got the Formulator Gaming farm. The one with fields 120, 119, 118. We got Red Dirt Ranch Farm, which is fields 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, and 4. And then we have the Nameless Few, which is 47 and 48. And then, of course, once you're in those farms, you can rename them however you want.
I'll do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 fields of the Formulator. I think you said that was right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 9. That is Red Dirt Ranch.
Okay, yeah, the Red Dirt Ranch. I'll be your next door neighbor there.
Alrighty. Yeah, he has pigs and chickens and cows. Or I guess you do now.
You see, I joined that farm there, so.
All right, when I get to the drop-off to get another load of compost, I'll give you perms. I'd say Matt's been lucky for lots of streams to have amassed that much money. But yeah, he is. If he goes all in, then it's probably a good guess that going all in is a good idea. All right. We don't want manure. We want compost. All right, you are now all powerful.
Sweet.
Buy land, buy equipment. Get to farming.
So they sold off everything they had?
I did. Yeah, I went in and sold everything off. Got rid of it. Yeah, he had a few pigs left. Sold those off. And then set the bank back to $2 million. A few bucks have been paid out, I think, in land maintenance since then. But yeah, you're pretty much at the same starting point we were when we started last spring.
Cool.
So I'm guessing we're gonna have so 2 more loads is 26,000. So 76,000 plus another load, 89,000. We're gonna be able to pay off our Formulator gaming debt just in compost, I think, and then that's gonna leave all of our money from the oats, spelt, and corn to pad our pockets to help pay for our expenses next year. You know, Blackbird Ag Services is awful expensive. We've already put an order in to have him come and spray our fields. Get another load of compost, or not compost, but another load of fertilizer on those. Of course, Raz can deliver you bulk stuff. He's taken over the seed factory, so he can sell you seed for cheaper than you can buy it.
Oh, okay.
I got the compost factory down here, so we could probably work out a deal on compost or fertilizer.
Yeah, I'll supply you straw and manure once I get some cows.
Yeah, well, if you run into the same bug I ran into, you put straw down once and you never have to do it again for your cows.
Really? Is that just on the server here?
I've run into it. I've run into it on other maps. I think I ran into it on Emerald Coast, I think. I don't know if it relates to maps that are set up for like corn straw or what, but I've run into it where you dump straw in and then next thing you know, the cow area doesn't list that it needs straw anymore. And or if it does show up straw, it just never consumes it.
Interesting.
So like if you look here on stream, you'll see that my cow pen doesn't have straw anymore listed, but I am making manure. So I didn't make manure until I put straw in. Once I put straw in, some days it shows up, some days it doesn't. But it's always full when it does show up.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, good result, Harrison. Let's go check out Diesel's farm. We'll do a drive-by. And then, if you're not familiar with the map of that farm, your farm silo's up the road a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing this map quite a bit, single player.
Rich, welcome. So here we have Red Dirt Ranch, or formerly Red Dirt Ranch. Not sure what Diesel's going to call it. Pigs back up around here. Cows on the other side. See here, he's got all of these fields here. Oh, good. The cable was not across the road. That's right. Hope everybody's having a pleasant Memorial Day weekend so far. I still plan on streaming ATS Monday night, Memorial Day night. Well, there's only one way to drive, Harrison, right? That is flat out. As we run into the pole, right? I don't think we have another full load. I think we're just about done compost. That does annoy me, though. It does annoy me. I bet you I lost a full trailer or more of manure when I updated the map today. Oh. Chat can be so difficult when driving. It was a while ago, Rich. It was a while ago. So we're running 1.2. I think he updated maybe back in April. Darren, what is up? So I think he updated back in April, and that was, you know, kind of at the start of when we had late summer. And I was definitely didn't want to update the map unless we really had to. Just because I didn't want to mess anything up. Yeah, I didn't want anybody's crops to just get completely borked because of the update. He didn't make a lot of changes. He fixed a few things. I think he made it so alfalfa would regrow, but it wasn't like, you know, life-changing to the point that we couldn't wait. Well, in real life, Harrison, I'm not reading chat on another monitor. Oh, we do have one whole load, almost. Alright, so that zeroes out compost. So yeah, so we've also dropped in the new geo for the map. Now that it's winter, it's a perfect time to do that. So part of dropping in the updated map, I also updated all of the mods included with the map, just in case he made changes to those. So there were, of course, several swap outs of mods. But I'll tell you, Rich, once we start using the convoy feature of ATS once it goes maybe into open beta. We'll have to be super careful because of the fact that we'll have AI traffic and have to deal with that. You know, right now multiplayer is just yourself and fellow multiplayer drivers. But once you bring in AI traffic and trucks, that road's going to get a lot busier. ATS is American Truck Simulator. We run ATS convoys every Monday night with our fellow virtual trucking company drivers for Pony Express Transport. Also, last week we restarted our Pony Express Transport single-player roleplay series, where we follow Deke Stone, owner-operator of the company Pony Express Transport. So those videos will be coming out every Tuesday morning for the next while. Members of the channel get early access to those videos on Saturday before they release on the following Tuesday. There we go. $82,000. We're getting close there. Now, since Formulator Gaming has stepped out of the server for at least a period of time, now that since he is a real life farmer, it is go time in real life farmland, right? So he has stepped away. We're still gonna pretend we're gonna pay him. We're just gonna lose 90 grand out of our bank account. So whoever takes over his farm isn't gonna magically get an additional 90 grand. That money's just basically going to go to the bank, if you will. So now it's time to, well, let's haul some spelt. I think that's what we've got to haul. Spelt, oats, and corn.
So I think I just took over his farm.
Our silo. It's Scooter.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Scooter?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Wait, how did I get compost? Did I not empty that compost? I didn't even realize I didn't empty that compost. All right, you are now all powerful. So you can rename the farm if you want to. You want to call it Scooter's Outpost or whatever. And you get to town on buying land and farm equipment.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, basically GoldenEye, I went in and sold off additional land that they had bought. I also basically sold any equipment that was on the farm and then brought their balance back to close to 2 million. I set it to 2 million and then I put up the for sale sign, if you will. Now, yeah, that's basically what I did. Because when we started this multiplayer server, everyone started with about $2 million. I guess it stopped dumping when the sync happened. Guess that's what happened. The sync happened. I saw the money come up. I'm like, okay, there we go. And I didn't look down there to see how much product was or wasn't in the trailer. We'll go swing by Scooter's Palace. See how he's settling in. Now we can actually load this up from. Yep, spelt. So the Throttle is Raz's. He needs to get that for. He needs to get that for his seed factory. So as I was telling Diesel, Raz has taken over the seed factory. So he can sell you seed cheaper than you can buy it in bulk.
Okay.
So all you need to do is put an order in the Blackbird Ad Services channel. I've got the compost factory down here. I could eventually supply you with compost if you want some. As I get some, because all I got is I just zeroed it out. I lost all my manure when I updated the map earlier.
Ugh.
I was not expecting that. But yeah. And, of course, Raz will do any fertilizing, lime spreading, whatever work you need done.
Sounds good.
For a fee, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, I heard he's a little spendy.
He is. You gotta watch him. I mean, he sold me a giant tanker load of fertilizer and then keeps selling me fertilizer every time I have him do work. I'm like, come on. I already have the fertilizer you sold me. Use that.
It's a good business model right there.
Right?
I don't know. You bankrupt all of your customers. Then where are you left? So, Scooter's got a big old place here. He made out. He's got a pool and everything. So, pool party, Scooter's workbench place, Monday night. He's got a farm. He's got a pool here. He's even got outhouses for his workers.
Where's all the John Deere equipment?
In the shop. There aren't many John Deere mods. You'll need to compose a list if there's anything that you need.
Yeah, I was just noticing there was a lot of red stuff in the store here.
I don't see any problem with that.
Where's Raz? I need some backup.
He's sleeping. He got work tonight.
Come on, Raz, get up.
Oh, well, GoldenEye, there is a limit. There is a limit. The size of this map and its mod list, there isn't much room left for, for stuff. I think there's maybe about 500 megs left on the server for other stuff. I do like this map. I like how he did up the on and off ramps. Mervin, welcome to the stream. But I was a little depressed when, after I updated the map, the snow went away. I was looking forward to slipping and sliding on these roads when they were semi-snow covered. Here we are, climbing the mountain. Climbing the hill to town. It's where we get our best price. Central Grain elevator up here in town pays out the best. Oh, there's a John Deere over here on a concrete platform off by the interstate.
Yeah.
Got our ethanol plant over here. I don't know which feature I like the most. If I like the way he set up the farms, and the farms, you know, kind of close together and everything, so you can kind of see multiple farms all over the place, or the on and off ramps for the roads.
It's a nice feature. You don't see much, the off ramps and stuff.
Yeah, the off ramps are really nice.
Oh! Uh-oh. So I was sitting here trying to think, where is Central Grain? There we are. Bag it. Bag it and bag it. Let's see what this spelt does for us. I think we're going to get our most money out of the oats. Anybody over the shop? Buying stuff? Central grain. We're going to be seeing this a lot today. Show me the money. Over 90K. Let me check the Discord and figure out exactly what I was supposed to pay him. $91,700. All right, so we are going to go here, and we're going to basically make $91,700 go away from our bank account. Now we have bought all the straw officially. From the farm, formerly known as Farmulator Gaming. So we have that debt out from underneath of us. Oh, what is this? Is this a farmer?
I didn't even realize you were behind me.
I say most of my crashes come through here. This off-camber bridge and then the narrow. I mean, it gets narrow here. This is a choke point. These guardrails with collisions. All right, let's get to it. Throttle down. Yeah, sell product. Oh! Ha! That would have been funny. There we got tossed from one fence to the next. Oh my gosh, Thor. That's a losing streak no one wants to see. Right? I don't remember how much money we made off that spelt. I didn't look. We've got one more load of spelt to run. I think we got 2 loads of corn to run. And maybe 3 loads of oats. Oh. is, yeah. I mean, the way he's got it priced out, central grain, and then the northeast and southwest grain. And central grain always pays about double what the others are going to pay. Now, right down there, we could sell it, but it would be a pretty big financial hit. It is a nice, sunny, fairly clear winter day. The question is, are we going to meet Diesel on our way down this road? I guess I better drive a little sensical. Else we run into a Kloss tractor coming the other direction.
Oh, I'm already in the field. I made sure I got here before you started driving down the road again.
Ah, okay.
Besides Diesel, as long as you're between the guardrails, you'll be fine.
Right.
Oops. Rigged, what happened? Oh, Harrison. Lose. We've got Diesel, Sims, and Scooter's Workbench have joined us on the server. Whoa! There we go, good, and then the truck just took off. I'm gonna blame these big, spongy off-road tires. Low-flying aircraft, watch out. Let's close out our spilt. Oops. Not a huge profit, but I don't think we put a whole bunch of ground down and spelt anyway. So we got a pretty good yield off of it. Jaron, what is up? These long shadows in the midday sun tells you that it's definitely wintertime, right? Wintertime in the northern state of New York. So, does anybody have any word on any new maps coming out? What maps are folks looking forward to? Diesel working in the road. Working in the field, not working in the road. All right, let's get these oats sold off. I've got to make a little bit of a decision if we're going to keep any corn for our TMR silo. So 52,000 is 2 trips, and that leaves a little bit left over. Harrison, no, not only. We've played other games in the channel. Done some city skylines in the past. I haven't done that for quite a long time. I guess some could argue that that is simulation. Some could argue that it's not. We've played a game called Ostrov, which is kind of a city building, colony building game. I want to get back to that once we close out SnowRunner and put that thing to bed. Then we can bring some other stuff into the channel. Maybe bring some stuff back. Bouncy suspension is what makes this truck fun. Also makes it a bit of a bear when you come down on the ground, especially when you're hauling a trailer, right? Oh, so your other things that we've done. Played Red Dead Redemption. I haven't put a lot of that in the channel because early on my system played it best with Vulkan, and OBS didn't support Vulkan. OBS now supports Vulkan, so there's that. But I mean, as far as other games that I play, right, in the channel, I have not really had an opportunity to play much other than what's in the channel, just because there isn't really time to do it. Anno 1800 is a I don't know what you call it. It's kind of a strategy game, resource game, a little bit of a city building, resource management deal. So basically you start out on it can be story based, or you just do kind of free world on it. But basically you start on a map that is several islands, and you have some number of other AI players on the map, and basically it's a race to occupy as much land as possible, to gather as much resources as possible, to build out your colony, your city, and then eventually get a navy and attack the other AI players, and basically eventually take over their colonies, incorporate their resources into your colony and resources, until basically you own the whole map. But then there are several other worlds, maps if you will, that you also expand out to and basically manage and run in concurrency with your starting area. It's one of those things that for me, unless I was 100% full time on it, I would just not lose interest. I would just lose, I would forget where I was. And it would be hard to basically keep focus on what I wanted to do, what resources I needed to get, where I was getting them from, and everything jumping from one game to the next. I'm looking forward to the eventual release of Age of Empires 4. So I'm hoping to check that out and have a little play on that. Yeah, Anno is fun. But for me, it gets overwhelming pretty quick. Again, because if I'm not playing it as my only thing, then I kind of lose track of, okay, what do I need? I need this input, or I need these 3 inputs to make this product, and then this product I need to do this with. I need to export it to this other place in order to then make this 5th product. It's a lot of supply chain. You need a sheep farm in order to make wool, and you need wool in order to have textiles, and you need to have textiles to have a certain class of citizen, and after you have that class of citizen, then you can basically make this other thing. And all of that is needed in order to, eventually be able to make, let's say, a cannon. And obviously you need cannons for your ships. So it can get really deep really quick. Oh. Oh, I've got soybeans. I didn't even realize I had soybeans. Corn. So that's reserved for Raz. Oats, soybeans, corn. I'm not too worried about soybeans because they don't go good priced until next summer. That's why I wasn't worried about soybeans. They're not good price until next summer. But our canola is, well, it should be on a rise. Oh, sorry, oats. Oats are basically at their peak at this point. Corn is pretty much at its peak at this point. Yeah, it's a nice evening stream for him right now. Our normal stream time is fairly late. Can make it a challenge, obviously, for being in on our Monday night multiplayers.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Of course, what was that? The stream, the minor lag in multiplayer driving isn't always that beneficial either. There we go. So be sure to check out tonight when we're on ATS, or not ATS, SnowRunner. We're still working on the third map of Phase 4. We're going to finish the Block Gamma, which is, I think, the rocket fuel facility. We're going to get that built out tonight. And then we're going to hopefully do a bunch of logging contracts on that map. And then that will hopefully close out the contracts that are on that map. And then the only contracts that'll be left are things that relate to the North Aegeus map, or things that unlock after we do things that are on the North Aegeus map. So we're getting closer and closer to eventually launching our rocket. We're down here in the flat. Like this cell point right over here. On the other side of this stone wall. That's a bale cell point. Yep, close to launching the rocket on SnowRunner. That is one of the final phases of final aspects.
You're gonna run me over.
Ah, slow moving traffic. That is a big process. I know I've got to bring a massive trailer. Yeah, I got to haul the rocket across at least one map, if not two maps. I know I've got to then do a couple other things. We're not going to be doing that tonight. I don't think we're going to be doing that tomorrow night. But here in the next week, 2 weeks, hopefully we'll get that done. Phase 4 is huge. Lots of stuff to do. So this trailer I'm using kind of reminds me a little bit of one of the variant of that trailer that got released the other day. Season 5.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. That's probably a nicer trailer that you have.
I have no idea, really. I mean, that's going to be the first release of the Season 2 Season Pass. My guess would be late summer. You know? I mean, Season 4 just came out to the populace. So my guess would be August. I won't be doing any content past season 4, just because I need to put SnowRunner to bed so I can move on to other things, play other things. Oh, yeah, it's been a good year. SnowRunner was a good year. We should make pretty good money on the corn. The corn is pretty valuable. Although, I should see. Can I sell corn at the ethanol place? Why does the ethanol place not take my corn? Take my corn! That is indeed Peter's workbench. In fact, we went past him earlier. He was on the tractor hauling the scraper, the subsoiler plow. I don't know what you're asking. Have you brought out a FS20 or 21? What? Brought out. I don't understand the question. Or you mean, have I bought FS20? No, I didn't buy FS20. That's the mobile product. And FS22 is not available for sale yet. So hopefully we'll get information about the price of FS22 on during FarmCon. $15,000. Right, that was just a community assumption that, of course, was never validated or invalidated by Giants. Sometimes I'm of the mindset that you know, when something isn't confirmed or denied by the authoritative source, then it gives a little bit of authority and confirmation to those rumors. So, well, Giants never said that it isn't, so it must be, you know, even and odd, right? The trend was even and odd release cycles, even if it wasn't necessarily official. That sure was how it happened for quite a while. So it just became a belief that that's how it was. I'd say the first time we ever heard that it really wasn't the case was during a recent Giants podcast, where they're like, no, there never was an even odd thing. It's interesting that Red Dirt Ranch is, well, Diesel's silo is back there, and then Diesel's farm's further up the road here.
I renamed it Flying D Ranch.
All right, Harrison, thanks for dropping by. Flying D.
Yeah. Can't spell diesel out in this game. It thinks that part of it's a swear word.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why in my name there's a $sign instead of an S. Because ESEL apparently is German for rear end.
So 8,000 liters of corn, 3,000 liters of oats, and our spelt is empty. Then I'm going to cheat. We're going to take the next little bit of load. We're going to take the last corn. We're going to put it in our fermenter. Might as well make some TMR out of it. Pad our TMR amounts. And we'll take the last little bit of oats and then if we have any time left, we might get in the field and do a little field work. One of our field needs plowing. We might get that started. Oh. Let's see here. All right, there we go. My stream preview was dead, so I had to refresh that. That's good now. GoldenEye, I wasn't doing any buffering on this end. No, but I did have to refresh my my YouTube stream preview. So maybe just hit refresh. All right, so a lot of driving back and forth today, but that is pretty much behind us at this point. Maybe next year we'll have money to afford a bigger trailer. We won't have to buy any seed. Half of our fields are already planted. Our only expense is going to be fertilize, getting them up to 3-stage fertilization, and our herbicide. We're going to get milk soon, so that'll help. Our cows are pretty darn close. 0.3, 0.2, 0.4. So by, spring, we should have a decent amount of cows pumping out milk. So we'll be able to start selling our milk. Our sheep, we did a pretty good bit of reproduction on the sheep. They're going to be growing up, and we can make the decision to sell off the males and then keep any female sheep so that they can continue to reproduce. So I'd say our first year, which is our hardest year, is now behind us. And not a bad day for profits. We started with about 44,000. Had to buy that fuel trailer. Then we bought a couple thousand liters of fuel. Then we sold a bunch of loads of compost. Sold off, basically paid off our Formulator Gaming debt. And now have back about $90,000. So we more than doubled our bank account from where we started and paid off that $90,000 debt. So all of the straw we have is now paid for. As we make manure, it's going to go down the compost factory. We get about $13,000 for every trailer load of compost we make. So compost is just going to be free profit at this point. As we get more cows through reproduction, then we'll be making more manure every day, which will then equate to more compost, which will equate to more money. So yeah, we are in a great situation here. Park this up here, that way we can put manure in it once it's ready. I gotta figure out where that subsoiler is. Is it up here? No. Maybe it's down here. Thanks. What is up today? How you doing? We do have a long weekend. This is our Memorial Day weekend. So most places are closed on Monday. I was thinking all I had was a disc in here. I don't think that does plowing. Drop it in the field and see. It just says it's a cultivator. 450 horsepower. $313. They better get some fuel. Better get some fuel. Oh, my day's been pretty good so far. Let's go do a little maintenance on our tractor. We've made our money. I do need to take that corn and put it in the silo. So one more drive up to the shop. So they are little calf pens for calving. So you put a calf in that little area, and then it's like a little calf house they can go into, get out of the sun. Snooping, see what everybody's doing. Everyone's just chilling out. I guess I should have sprayed this off while I was up there. The shadows there are a little weird. trek. Like so much slower when you're not driving on the truck, right? Yeah, just like the, I mean, Hoff Bergman, that's where the calves came from. I never kept cows growing up, so I just knew by watching some videos. But I think at some point you separate the calf from its mother and then put it in that area. They're kind of fenced off, so each calf can have its own stall. Thanks for the sub, Claudia. It's an interesting name. Yeah, we turned traffic off. Yeah, we couldn't use the truck to run up here and grab it because it needs a 3-point. I must have sold mine that I had in the spring. See, it's not fold. Oh, no folding action on this. That would make traffic really a pain. For sure. Now, I always figured this was the faster way back to the farm. I know diesel went the other way. This way, you kind of come around the mountain, you loop up north a little bit, and then you cut straight down the middle. The other way, you follow the red line around the edge of the mountain and then cut across. So if y'all have not seen in the channel, we released another video on big boys and their toys yesterday. So at some point this afternoon, or maybe after tonight's stream, I've got plans to record another episode that hopefully I'll get recorded and out on Monday. We're not going to commit to any sort of recording schedule for the Big Boys and their Toys series, but a kind of unofficial goal is going to be 2 days a week release on that. Maybe Monday, Friday type deal. But really it comes down to how much I can get accomplished to move things along. Jalen, or are you the only one that was in? No, I guess not. Nope. I guess you were the only one in, huh? Not a lot of time left for when you started that to when it went through. We get up here to this intersection, we're going to turn right and come up to the back side of the field. Spy a little bit on Scooter's workbench. See what he's up to. He doesn't seem to be up to much.
I'm out plowing in the back.
Oh, sorry about that. That was called a headphones into the mic. Oops. There we go. Like I said. This field needs plowing. into subsoil, cultivated ground. There we go. So we're gonna have to rely on guided steering to keep us straight and narrow, and also with respect to where we've already been, because obviously we're not going to be able to tell visually any differences. So I had asked earlier what maps people were looking forward to. I saw one reference to Missy B's map. I don't know if there was any other comments or not. If there were, I didn't catch up on them. Hopefully the ping rate to the server is pretty good. I had moved this server to Miami a couple months ago because it was getting like really high CPU usage. And
I'm having no issues. It's great.
After I did that, it's a little bit slower for me compared to Atlanta where it usually is, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad for me either. It's pretty good.
We're on 12 or 24-day seasons?
24.
Okay.
So about 5 days to every transition,
Okay.
I think. So we should go into late winter sometime Wednesday time frame next week. So unless there's frozen ground, I haven't looked at the forecast. Unless we have frozen ground, there should be plenty of time to get the fields prepped for an early planting.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, they left a lot of good crop over here on this farm, it looks like.
Yeah, he got planted. He got started. He planted a good bit. But then I think he got sidetracked and got a little behind on some other things.
Gotcha.
row 0, so let's turn around and then we can start back on +1, which is right here. Now we'll just pay attention to the number over there in the far right, above our speedo. That'll tell us what row we're in based on our very first row. And then we'll know if we skip the lane or not. So let's check that weather and see what that weather does look like. So minimum temps. Oh, we might get frozen ground. We might get frozen ground tomorrow. I don't know. That's tomorrow. Snow, rain. Saturday. Frozen ground, most likely. A little warmer on Sunday. Snow on Monday. So this is day 9. This is day 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So basically we're seeing most of midwinter right here. That'll take us up to day 15 of winter, which is right there. Oh, wow. I have to say, it's nowhere near that cold anymore here in Virginia. I would say if it gets down in the 50s, then it's a pretty cool night nowadays. I think summer is officially here. Let's see here. This field had corn in it last year. I don't know if we're gonna put soybeans in this field. I don't know what I decided I'd do with this field. What do we have? Fallow and cereal. Fallow, cereal, sunflowers. That's what the goal was. We were gonna put sunflowers in this field. And then we were going to have then we were going to put corn down in these two fields. We're just going to have a little bit of corn next year. Because we've got these two fields are growing, that one's planted, this one's planted, we got our grass in there, we've got grass in there. Well, yesterday was a little cool. Yesterday there was a decent amount of rain. We had rain. It's been a little wet today too, so not a lot of hot today. I'd say people around here would love a Memorial Day weekend where it was around 75. Usually by the end of May, it is in the mid 80s, and it is getting pretty sticky and humid. Looks like we forgot to fire this up. Never too late to get it going before the end of the stream, though. We got a little bit of house cleaning work we've got to go on. We'll be streaming tonight on SnowRunner. Working on more Phase 4 contracts. We'll be doing SnowRunner tomorrow night, if everything works out good. And then Monday night, Memorial Day, we will be also still planning on doing our Truckers MP live stream on American Truck Simulator. So we need to do +3. Yep, slice right on across there. We've got our Pony Express transport video coming out on Tuesday. It is our re-emergence of our roleplay series, starting off season 2 last week, continuing that this week. Hopefully we'll have another episode of Big Boys and Their Toys for Farm Sim 19 on Nebraska lands coming out on Monday. I need to get in and record that sometime this afternoon or tonight. Frames might be a little problem on this map, but man, does it give you some nice visuals. Let's go in here and turn that off. Now, take a look. Now, take a look. Turn off that blur. Hopefully improvements like texture streaming will help out performance in Farm Sim 22. That was one of the new features announced in Giants' blog post when they announced FS22. Why are you going backwards? There we go. Something weird was going on. All it would do is go backwards. I couldn't turn, I couldn't go forwards. All right, guys, so that is going to do us for today's stream. I want a big shout out to our farm bosses and farm barons. If you are thinking about joining the channel, just go ahead and check out that join button down by the subscribe button. Come back in about, oh geez, 3 o'clock. Come back in about 5 hours for our SnowRunner stream tonight. And until next time, happy farming.